I remember there was this video that I saw in my little here that I really wanted to watch. I think it was from Moist Critical. There was something there. That one, old people hates her. Why? Whoa, maybe curious. I'm
I'm
curious.
sure you've heard me jibber jabber about HOAs. I'm not the biggest fan. I'm not exactly what you would call an HOA enthusiast in most cases. And I just saw a wacky story from Inside Edition about a woman whose father unfortunately passed away and in his will left her his house.
Oh.
His house is situated in a community of 55 plus residents, and she is 28. They fucking hate her. They're coming for her
What?
scalp. They're doing everything they
What?
can to force her out of the home that she legally, rightfully owns.
It's a popular retirement community in
No. Yikes. Why is this like copy pasta? Holy backrooms. Yo. Oh my god. Yo. This shit doesn't even look real to me. What the fuck?
Florida. The rule, you have to be 50 and older to live there. But this 28-year-old calls it home and doesn't want to move. As Allison Hall reports, the board is now voting to determine her fate.
That's right. Her life hangs in the balance in the palm of the hands of the Council of
But how can they do that? How is that even legal for HOA to be able to choose and shit like that? That's ridiculous.
They will be judge, jury, and executioner on the fate of the home that she owns legally. Now, I decided to do a little digging into this because I am familiar with these retirement communities. They're very common here in Florida.
Oh.
And there is like a law on their side about like basically gatekeeping anyone that's not like a certain age, like in their...
What? This is a thing? Whoa.
fucking twilight years from purchasing the homes. But what I can't find is a case like this where the home is passed down to someone under that threshold. They legally own it. That is an irrefutable fact. That is her home. She is entitled to that home. But what I can't find is if she's allowed to live there, which is a crazy statement, by the way, that's even up for debate. Like, that's up in the ether there. Like, this nebulous idea of if she's even able to live in the home she owns because of the HOA rules and, like, the law in place about fair housing or whatever. But I can't find anything specific about it. So, what I would do is I'd employ common sense. It's her fucking home. If she wants to live there, she should be able to, even if she's not 55 years old. I feel like that shouldn't be a highly disputed
Little ding of the phone.
take there. For example, I was eating off the 55 plus menu at Perkins since I was in middle school, because that's where they hid the potato pancakes, those sick bastards. The best item on the Perkins menu was reserved for just the 55 plus year olds. Well, what about me?
Wait, what? You know what is so crazy to me? I remember when... Okay, I have a very small stomach, so sometimes I would literally, I would buy the kids menu. I would buy the kids menu. I sometimes, like, I just don't really want to eat that much. I do have a small stomach. I can't eat that much or else I get GERD. And then I start wanting to vomit. And nobody ever said no to me, but I saw a video of somebody in America that got no'd to buying a kid's meal because they were like, oh, you don't have a kid. That's weird. No, you cannot buy a kid's menu. I've only seen that in the USA where they can do that, and I'm like, whoa, that's so crazy to me.
Spring chicken. Why can't I have access to those potato pancakes? And Perkins understood that there's no reason to enforce.
I ordered a kid's meal online so they can't stop me. See, what the fuck? The fact that you have to go around the whole thing and buy it online just so you can fucking buy it is ridiculous.
That with such a heavy hand like the Iron Fist. So they would let me order those potato pancakes even though I was visibly, very clearly not 55 unless I was goddamn Benjamin Button.
There's menu items only for old people too? This has to be only America. I'm sorry, but I've never heard that shit. I've never heard about gatekeeping food for only kids and for only old people. This is insane to me.
And they never ID'd me or anything for it. So, like, to me, this feels like it should be pretty open and shut if she's not, like, a noisy, disruptive neighbor that's taking the piss out of the old timers here or something, going up and, giving them wet willies and teasing them and knocking over their walkers or whatever, then there should be no issue.
True.
And they even have like a meeting here where other neighbors chirp up and say that she is not a problem at all and it's ridiculous they're even having the meeting, and yet it still goes tits up anyway.
It's a beautiful village of 155 homes. With one catch, you have to be at least 55 years old. Now some residents want this woman out, saying she's...
Wait, is it like legally binding that it's only 55-plus-year-olds in this thing? Is that literally like something that's a thing where you cannot like to purchase, to buy a house? Okay. Oh, interesting. Wow, that's interesting. Hi, Harushia.
just too young to live there.
I'm 100% being forced out.
Bethany Michelle's father, Paul, bought a home in Freedom at Arbor Mill in Jacksonville, Florida in 2019.
Ironic that the name of this community here is Freedom at...
Yeah, I was about to say, but he beat me to it, dude. Oh my fucking god.
Arbor Mill, when what they're demonstrating here is a complete lack of freedom here and forcing this woman out because she inherited a house in this village and she is too young for it, deemed by the elders.
She moved in to care for the ailing vet when he took a turn for the worse.
He was a really high-risk patient. He was terminally ill. He was on dialysis.
Her dad died in 2023, and in his will, he bequeathed her the house. Weeks later, she says the Homeowners Association sent her this document stating,
Oh, fuck off.
each occupied home shall at all times be occupied by at least one person 55 years of age or older. Bethany is 28.
Fucking vultures were just waiting for the opportunity to send her that notice. They were just sitting there salivating, scratching at their necks. This is the most exciting thing they've had happen to them in decades. They get to stir some shit here. Force this woman out. Let them know. Let her know that they're...
Imagine dealing with a loss of your father, and then the only thing that they gave you was a house, and you're just trying to like live in this house and enjoy the house and etc. And then you have to deal with this motherfuckers. Oh, hell no.
Coming for her. So they send her that letter about how she can't be there because as per the guidelines, per the rules here of the sacred HOA, you've got to have at least one resident of 55 years or older in order to live there. So now, the gauntlet has been
The problem
dropped.
with HOAs is that unless that the house or something is like literally annoying another neighbor or whatever, then I would understand. But who fucking cares? Who literally cares? She's literally nobody. She's not bothering anyone. You won't look at her inside her house. Who cares?
Because she is not 55 and she's living there. The gall, the chutzpah, for her to be living in the house she owns. Not on their watch.
The Homeowners Association held a special meeting to decide what to do.
If I was her, it's so hard doing the right decisions when somebody's being annoying. I'm gonna keep it so real. I personally find it so hard to do, like, let's say I know the right decision. Let's say I would want to sell the house. But the fact that they're forcing me to do that, you know what I mean? Forcing that kind of decision on me is annoying the fuck out of me. You know what I mean? Like, if I was in this situation, I would like to just sell the house and move on with my life and whatever and buy another house, right? With the money I earned by selling this house. But then now I don't want to sell it to them because they're being fucking annoying. And it's so hard, man. It's so hard sometimes to do like what is right or whatever the fuck. Because like, they're annoying.
Didn't buy here to put up with people under 55. We all bought here for peace and quiet to enjoy the better days.
What the fuck? She's just one person.
There were also residents
Just write someone in on the home above 55 and the ownership or anything, just living there on paper.
supporting
That's
Bethany.
Yeah.
This person has not given us one moment heartburn.
What?
I don't even know she's here.
True.
This meeting here reminds me of this scene in Lord of the Rings when
Like, she is not like dealt with anybody, so let them be. We didn't even notice that she was there. My God.
start deliberating on the path forward and what they're going to do. So they've all come together here, and one guy pipes up saying, we came here for peace and quiet. We buy a house here to put up with anyone under 55.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Okay, buddy. And then another guy comes up, and he is like very reasonable. He's like, I had no idea she was even here.
No, dude, like, who cares, dude? You know the problem with old people, especially with these communities? They have nothing else better to do. I'm telling you right now, there's nobody, like, especially in, this is like not only for old people. This is for people you see online taking their day out just to, like, let's say, hate the LGBT or whatever. They have nothing better to do. You would not trade lives with them, would you? Would you even, like, consider trading lives with somebody like that? Fuck no. Oh my god. Like, hell no. They have so much fucking time in their hands. They're not doing anything.
She's given us no moments of heartburn, is how he puts it. But what he's basically saying
Jobless behavior.
is that she hasn't been troubled.
God! It's always the people that's, like, jobless that they're doing the most. My God. I remember my mom not wanting to go to this specific gym is because there's too much rich aunties there. And she's like, I don't like them. They talk about too much drama that doesn't even, like, matter. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I was like, what? What do you mean? And then she was like, they don't have any hobbies. Their only hobby is to looking fit and then making, like, stupid chismes. And I was like, yeah, fair is okay. Yeah, no, I understand that. It's always people who are like, I don't know, man.
Well, she hasn't been like a noisy, disruptive, troublesome neighbor that's causing an issue or a ruckus. And then the sizable amount of people here like start cheering, saying like, yeah, what are we doing? So like, it sounds reasonable. It sounds positive. Like, okay, maybe it's only a few bad apples here, a few like real sour, miserable assholes that are making a mountain out of a molehill, because it feels like the overwhelming amount, based on the response to him going up there and defending her, is they don't mind her being there. She's not a problem. And yet, it's...
Then the vote was taken, and the board voted 5-0. Bethany has to go.
But
they can do that? You can do that? What?
Subverting your expectations based on what you see in the meeting from the people supporting her, turns out it's unanimous. She's got to get the fuck out of there. She got to take a hike. She's got to go. And you know they're going to sink the Pinkertons on her now. It's serious. This has now become DEFCON emergency. We got to get the 28-year-old out of the 55-plus community. We don't care if it's actually her home and she legally owns it. She can't live in it because we don't want to put up with someone under 55. It's outrageous to even suggest such a thing. Us around someone under 55, not around...
Wow. Sean Vonderklaas, I get tier 3 for 25 months. Thank you so much.
Around these parts, Buster, the HOA won't have it, and we're about to get pugilistic.
It's time for her to leave.
74-year-old Teresa Beaver lives on the same street as Bethany. Her daughter Jessica wonders why Bethany wants to live here.
I don't understand personally why a 28-year-old would want to live with people that are over 55.
Shut the fuck up! It's her fucking house! The fuck are you... Oh, why did you fucking care, bitch? Oh, my God! Who gives a fuck? Oh my God! God, it's always the jobless, bro. I swear to God. It's always the people that's living in, like, retirement money and shit like that, have nothing else better to do with their fucking lives, complaining about other people's fucking livings. Oh my God!
Here's why Bethany wants to live here.
I don't understand personally why a 28-year-old would want to live with people that are over 55.
Why is she talking here? Is she above 55?
It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, Miss Beaver, if I may, did you just blow in from Stupid Town? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? She inherited a house. Do you know how hard it is to get a house these days? Like, it is not an easy thing to just go buy your first fucking house or something like that. So the fact that she has this now, yeah, it's something she probably doesn't want to part with. And it's not like these 55-year-olds are living with...
If my dad gave me a house, I'm not selling it for shit, bro.
her. They're not roommates. They're not sharing
Unless the
this
house is shit.
same home together under the same roof. Who gives a fuck if your neighbors are 55, 80, 90-year-old fossils? Who cares? She has a nice home here in a quiet community that It doesn't have to be 55 plus to
I don't know about nice community, but sure.
appreciate. I love the peace and quiet. Like, I think that's great. I don't care if my neighbors are ancient. It doesn't matter to me if they're prehistoric at all. Much like I imagine it doesn't matter to her being 28 that her neighbors are older. It's not like she's out there constantly mingling, and it's not like they're in the same fucking roof, so who cares? She has a nice home that she inherited that no doubt has sentimental value to her because it's her
I
father.
need to Google this shit. Can HOA have rules if you disobey, get you kicked out of the house? Homeowners Association cannot directly kick you out of the house for breaking a rule, but accumulating unpaid fines can lead to property lien and legal foreclosure, which can ultimately force you to move out. Fines and warnings, breaking rules like painting your door the wrong color, leaving trash cans out results in warning letters, daily or flat financial fines. Fuck off! You can get a fine because you don't have the right color of your door? Oh, hell no. What the fuck? Why do they have that much power? That's insane.
Home that she was living with. And clearly her father meant a lot to her. So it's not exactly something she'd be super gung-ho to part with. There's a million reasons why she wouldn't want to just...
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, if I lived in an HOA, I would be fucked. They would be, like, sending me fucking fines of being too, like, loud and shit all the fucking day. Oh, dude, it's GG's.
Pack her things and move out just because she's surrounded by 55-year-olds and beyond. That's such a stupid argument. Well, why would you even want to live here? You don't fit in. She has a beautiful home in a nice area. Her neighbors are old, so what? Like, it doesn't matter.
True.
She's not doing anything wrong. She's not disrupting them, as is pretty evident from the meeting there where people were very much on her side, even talking about how she's not a problem. So why should she have to pack her things and go just because your mom's got a stick up her ass? And
I saw a house, we were in a drive and I saw a house that had Hello Kitty, like, paintings everywhere, and I thought that was cute.
so many people in this community are
Casey
just
Wing
fucking
Boy.
miserable. Like, that's not her problem.
It was literally, I shit you not, a pink house and a big ass Hello Kitty in the front. And I was like, whoa. Pink door too. I was like, wow, that's cute.
Wouldn't be her problem, at least, but they're making it her problem because, of course, the High Council of Elders, they've come together 5-0 to put the smackdown on this.
I have a right, and
Of course, Hello Kitty in chat says base to that.
every right to stay in my home.
The board voted to hire an attorney to force Bethany out. Now, all 155 homeowners must cough up $1,000 each to pay the legal bill.
Oh my god, you would rather spend $1,000 each just to kick her out. That is insane. I really hope to God the majority of these people, like, yeah, 155 people and 5 voted. Bitch, I don't think that they can do anything. Period. You know why? I think majority of those fucking people would not pay. They're all yep, but they will not bring in any sort of support. And to the people who are like complaining and stuff, there's no way they're actually gonna pay. There's no way. Especially in this time of age, you really want to just give out your money to this? Yeah, no way. I think it's all bark.
And that, ironically, includes Bethany herself.
I laughed out loud when I heard that. I am so glad Inside Edition shared that little tidbit of lore with me there at the end as like a post-credit scene where Nick Fury recruits someone to the Avengers. I didn't expect that at all. This is some certified platinum geriatric misery right here. So they want her out so bad that now they are requiring all 155 residents to cough up 1,000 clams each.
That is so funny.
To contribute to the legal fund to fight against this 28-year-old in their community, to force her out of the home she legally owns. That's fucking wild. That's cinema. That is actually cinema. They are so miserable that now they are forcing the residents to cough up so much money for this shit when a lot of them don't even want to do that. At least
I'm pretty sure majority probably doesn't care about this shit. It's only like the problem when it comes with people complaining, it's always it's a loud minority, but it's still a minority. Like the people who complain about this shit, they're loud. They're super loud and it's hard to like ignore. But it's the minority. Like in the end of the day, they're not the majority of people. But it's hard to ignore because they're so fucking loud.
based on what I've seen there in the meeting. And it also means that she also has to put up the money now because the HOA just has the power to force you to pay for things that you don't even want to
Do you have to? If the HOA asks you to pay for $1,000, do you have to? Like, what happens if you say no? Like, can you say
pay
no?
for because you're part of an HOA community now and they basically own your house for you. They get to tell you what you can do with your own property
No
and what you
way.
have to spend your money on by their bylaws there at the
They
HOA.
can put a lien in your house? What?
I've yapped so much about the HOA, I'm going to refrain from going too crazy on it right now. It's just so comical to see some shit like this. So now they're all down $1,000 each to pay for this massive legal bill that they are footing to force a 28-year-old out of her home. One that's not even like
hell
a problem
no.
to a lot of the residents, but some of them are just so bored, lame, and angry all the time just that they now take it upon themselves. They've made it their mission to get her the fuck out of the community because she's not 55 or older. Whatever, man. It's so silly. I think it's so outrageous.